Hi, it's Tammy with Tammy Creations, and today we're going to be making this little heart-shaped pendant, and it is about 22 millimeters by 20 millimeters across, and it's not really a puffy, it's not a cabochon because it's not flat, but it's not real puffy either. I got these from Temu, T-E-M-U, and they have some really nice things that are a good price. So anyway, if you are interested in making this pendant, then stay tuned. Another thing that you will need for this is 4 lengths of 21 gauge dead soft square wire. These are each 8.5 inches long. And then I've got 22 gauge half round dead soft wire, and this is about 14 inches, and then I have another one that's about 4 inches. You'll also need a pin vise. It's possible to do it without one. I can show you how to do that. And then your flush cutters, tweezer nose or chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, and nylon jaw pliers if you have them. All right, so to begin, we're going to take our pin vise and one of our 4 square wires. And what you're gonna do is just open the pin vise so that that hole is open. And then you're gonna insert the end of your wire, and then holding on to this end of your vise, you're gonna twist the rest of it to make that close up there. Then holding on to the other end with your pliers, you're gonna start twisting the vise. And you can twist as much or as little as you like until it gets to be twisted like this. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is put all of our 4 square wires together, and we're gonna put that twisted one on top, and we're gonna take our shorter half round wire with the flat side up, and we're gonna place it just underneath these 4 square wires, right in the center. We're gonna start wrapping around the 4 wires evenly, and we're gonna do an even amount, and I like to use my nylon pliers just to press it down as I go, and making sure that all my 4 wires are not crossing over each other. So there's 4, do 5, 6, 7, 8, and then press those down. And then I'm going to turn it to the back, and with my flush cutters I'm going to trim right in the center on either side and press those down. Now you want the part of the wire that you twisted to be in the front, all right? If you don't have a pin vise and you didn't twist it yet, now that you have it wrapped, I think you could hold it here. You could hold it here with just your hand, and then take a hold of one end with your pliers and just start twisting the whole thing. And that's going to start to twist your wire. It's a little trickier though because it's already been attached to all these others. So, but it's not required. You don't have to do the twisty thing. I just added that design element. So what you're going to do next is making sure that the twisted wire is closest to you or in front, and the wires that you cut are here pointing upward. You're going to bend So you're going to place your pliers a little bit to the right of center and then bend upwards on the left side to make a V shape. And then you want to be able to place your, you may have to open it out a bit, place your heart-shaped stone right there down into that V. I made mine a little bit too narrow. And then you're going to start bending the sides over like this so that they cross in the middle at the top. Okay. And it's a little bit easier if you go ahead and turn it to the back and take your back wire, and we're going to just bend it inward to make a little place for our stone to rest so it doesn't fall out the back. And we'll do the same on the other side, just bending it inward. Then you can place your stone in there like this. And when you turn it over, you can see that's going to hold it in place. Just press those down. And then what I like to do is make sure that the twisted wire that is in front slightly covers the front of the stone, and that's going to keep it from falling out the front side. And then we can bend at the top until all the wires meet together at the top in the center. All right, now I'm going to take this back wire and I'm going to bring it around the side and then around the front, making sure that these twisted wires stay in the front and that all these wires are still stacked the right direction. Okay, I'm going to pull that tight and then bring it one more time around to the back. And then I'm going to separate out the two front twisted wires like this. Okay, and then this one I'm just going to go ahead and keep it out to the side, the one I was wrapping around. Now all of these wires here, we're going to start wrapping as a bail. So they're kind of clumped up together, and that's fine. I've actually got 3 that are kind of flush in the front and then 2 in the back. And I'm going to take my longer half round wire with the flat side up, and I'm going to place it underneath all of these wires and start wrapping like we did earlier. But this time you don't have to worry about them crossing over because it is just a big bunch. Okay, and then you want to take your tail and push it down. And just press all of those down as far as you can. And just continue wrapping all the wires. Okay, and when you get to about, let's see, 1/4 of an inch, you're going to go ahead and take out one of these front wires. We're gonna take out this one that's in the front here, and I'm just gonna push it over to the side like this and continue wrapping now as though I hadn't done that. right, and then I've done about 4 more, and then I'm going to take out another one to the other side from the front and just move it over, and that leaves me with 3. So I'm gonna with these 3, I'm gonna continue wrapping like I did before, keeping the flat side down. And you didn't need 14 inches of this, so, but you'll be able to save it for another project. And I'm gonna go ahead and trim off my tail from the beginning and just press these down. Okay, and then I'm going to trim off my half round wire. And then from here, you're going to, well, go ahead and close that down. You're going to bend to make your, so you can bend it slightly forward and then back to make your bail like this. All right, now I'm going to trim off these back wires so that they're about 1 inch, maybe not quite 1 inch long. And I'm going to take the side ones and open those out. I'm going to trim this middle ones even more and then just make a curl with it along the back like this. Kind of press it down. And then these 2 wires I'm going to push through to the front through this little hole. And when I turn it to the front, then I'm going to continue these around to the back. And tuck those in. Okay. Now we've got, let me just, this wire here, we can bring around, the one that was going around, and trim it. And we're just going to tuck it inside the bail. Now that we have a little bail there, tuck it down inside there. All right, so now we've got these 2 wires on the sides and these 2 wires. So we're going to take the twisted wire on the right and we're going to bend it around into a loop. Okay, and then we're going to do the same on the other side, bend it around into a loop so that they are the same size and sitting next to each other. And then we're going to continue the loop around like this. Continue this one around. And then we're going to make little loops. We can trim these off here. And we're going to make little loops along the side. Oops. Like this. And this one is going to go this direction. Okay, and those are going to sit on the sides like this. So you just kind of press those down. All right, now we're going to take this wire that's going out to the left and we're going to bend it around 3 times, going the same direction. 1, 2, 3 times like this. And then we're going to trim it off here and press that down. We're going to kind of press all those down. And this last one, we're going to close it up a little better like that. And then we're going to do one more twist with the top wire. Just coming around on itself and trim it off there at the top. And kind of close that up as well. So it kind of travels upward like this. This one, I think I didn't do quite as many wraps in between before I pulled one out. And I think that looks maybe a little bit better. You can adjust it to pull these down a bit like this so that it looks more like it's traveling upward. This one just got a little bit taller bail. But that's it. Now all I really need to do is to oxidize and put a chain through, and I'm going to trim this off a little better and maybe tuck that in better too. Yeah, so it doesn't rub. And these will be ready to wear. Okay, thanks for watching.